What's up, everybody? Today we're going to talk about what it looks like when life just seems to hit you in the face. Let's go. I can remember a time I was in 5th grade and I was playing Little League. Baseball was my passion. I knew that I was going to play for the Atlanta Braves one day, but a couple years later I realized maybe that's not what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. But I remember I was in 5th grade. My brother was my head coach. He was only a couple years older than me, so he's still living at home. So we decided one January afternoon that we were going to go, train for the upcoming season. We were going to go hit on the field. That way we could get a couple practice swings in right before the season starts. And I don't know what happened. I was awful that day. I couldn't hit to save my life. So my brother said, hey, throw a couple pitches to me and I'll show you what you're doing wrong. I'll show you how to hit better. And I said, all right, yeah, no problem. So I get up there, I'm throwing a couple pitches and nothing's going. He's telling me what is going wrong. And I remember this one pitch in particular where I just lobbed one in there and he hit it right back at me. It bounced once off the ground and hit me right upside the face. If you have siblings, you probably thought that maybe something was going to happen right when he said, let me show you how to do this, because that just seems to happen when something bad is about to happen, right? But obviously I didn't expect it. But you can imagine that this is a hard situation because we're the only two at the field. I am bleeding because he hit me in the mouth, and there's baseballs all over the field. We had to rush to get him up even though I was bleeding and get home. He thought he was going to be in trouble with mom, and I can't remember if he was or not, but he probably was a little bit. But I remember, that was kind of a frustrating time, but I get home that night and I start to think, maybe I've lost a tooth. And I start feeling around and then there's a tooth missing. Well, it's too late to go back out and check. So the next morning my brother goes back out and he checks and there's a tooth sitting on the pitcher's mound. And you can imagine this is absolutely crazy. At least I lost a tooth. I probably got a couple dollars from the tooth fairy, but it was a frustrating time. One of the most frustrating times about this though is I was currently in basketball season. And the next day I had pictures with my basketball team. And in my picture, I had this big old, jaw. I had this big old cheek because of where he hit me with the baseball. I mean, that's something that a brother would do. He probably did it intentionally. I don't know. But I look at that and I start to think, life literally hit me in the face. There was something that I loved too that hit me in the face, and I didn't expect it. I didn't know that was going to happen, and it was kind of frustrating. And it actually changed not just the day that I had, but also the days that I had ahead, because I had this big old cheek because he hit me with the baseball. And as I've gotten older, I've started to realize that sometimes things that we love do hit us in the face. Sometimes things that we love actually can hurt us, but we still love those things no matter what. But when I woke up the next day with a huge jaw, a huge cheek, I couldn't just sit at home and lay in my bed. They weren't going to allow me to not go to basketball. They weren't going to allow me to not go to pictures. And as in 5th grade, I'm sure I had such a really hard life getting up and going to school the next week. But it just kind of shows and gives a picture of, sometimes life hits you in the face, but here we are years later, nothing hurt me too bad that I'm still suffering from injuries or I'm still suffering from whatever. All of it was super frustrating, but at the end of the day, it's not something that lasted forever. I didn't like it in the moment, but it didn't last forever. And many of you all have probably been in situations like that where you've had a loved one hurt you. Maybe it was a breakup, or maybe, your job, you lost your job and something happened where you needed finances, but you didn't have it because you lost your job. Or maybe it was something in your life that you loved that actually ended up hitting you upside the face and you didn't know what to do from there. And I'm thankful that I can look back now because I see that a lot of the things that I've struggled with in my past, breakups or situations that are hurting me, have actually grown me into the person that I have become today. And I hope that I'm still learning that lesson throughout the rest of my life. And I'm thankful for growth. I'm thankful that those things have grown me, but that doesn't diminish that those things hurt in the moment. But I'm thankful that we have a God that is able to take our broken situations when life hits us right upside the face and says, hey, I'm willing to heal you. I'm willing to work through your situation. You just have to allow me to do that. I don't know what this looks like for you. I don't know what part of your life is hitting you right upside the face, but I just want to let you know that if something is going wrong, that there is hope. There is a purpose in your pain. Just because you don't feel like God is working, just because you don't feel like that situation is going to be beneficial, I want to let you know that your hurting has purpose, and there is something that's going to come out of it that's going to be so incredible that you don't even expect. And we serve a God that is absolutely powerful and willing to do those things for us to make us better. I don't suffer from, a hit to the face with a baseball, I guess 5th grade I was probably 11, so now 11 years later, I don't suffer from those things, but it taught me a lesson back then that says, hey, you have to get up no matter what the situation is. Even if you don't feel like it, even if you don't want to be out in front of people, you have to get up every single day when life hits you in the face and just say, I'm gonna own this day and I'm gonna do something incredible with it no matter my circumstances. So that's my challenge to you. When life hits you upside the face, I pray that you will start to understand that the situation that you're in isn't there forever. Maybe it's there to grow you. Maybe it's there to show you that you can get through it. Maybe it's there to show you that you have to trust that God actually does have a plan. But when life hits you in the face, we have to trust that there's a purpose for the pain, that there's a purpose for our situation that we are in at the moment. So I hope that this has just been a little bit of an encouragement to you all. I know that life can be hard sometimes. I know it's not always fun to deal with situations when life hits you in the face. But I promise that there is a purpose. I promise that you are going to be able to inspire others because of the pain that you are going through right now. In the future, you're going to be able to help someone else who's going through a similar pain in your life. So what do you do when life hits you in the face? Just keep getting back up and saying, I'm going to take this day and I'm going to win it. This day is not going to stop me from doing what I'm supposed to do. This day is not going to stop me from fulfilling my calling. And I'm going to get up. I'm going to love people well. I'm going to be intentional with people. And I'm going to do something incredible today, even though my circumstances are not the best. I want to thank you all for watching, and I hope that this has been an encouragement to you all, and I hope to see you back next week. If you haven't seen the videos, I pray that you'll go back and watch the other videos so you'll kind of understand what this channel is all about. Go ahead and like and comment if you have questions or if you want to tell me anything, whatever. I'll either do a video or I'll comment back in the comment section. Also, subscribe. Hit the bell that's right beside the subscribe button. It'll tell you when the video comes out. So we're going to be posting every single week. But this will tell you, hey, Matt posted a video, maybe I should go check it out. So when life hits you in the face, get back up and take the day and win it. Thanks for watching.